That ping coming down is going to be a double push now out of the garage. Wrapping around, and obviously the turret deactivated, given the positioning of Ivy, and now they get the jump, and RB gets the bad news. Mini to find the first kill of the map. As all of Nongshim going to be scrambling to try to get back into position. Tripwire catching one, Martin holding close, looking to catch them off guard on this swing, and will be able to get a kill for himself. Pipo as well joining in from the garage doors, looking for a little bit more, but Francis will be able to collect a second. So into a 3v3. Nongshim players low on health.
Look at Starks though.
Swinging around the back, and this will be Ivy absolutely dead to rights right before he maybe would have had a chance to contend against Mini. Push the garage, Clip gonna be good for both, and Mates gonna be good for the pistol. Exit, pulling back and now gambling into the lighter side of the map.
No more charges.
Oh, and instantly a headshot. X-Ross taken out.
You have the punish found halfway now towards that dimensional drift. It's Francis, only one buying up a Sheriff. Trying to put it to use. Downbeat's going to be good for one, but now duelist for Nongshim going to be left on the floor. Just RB and Ivy, classics in hand to try to see if they can make a go of anything, get some damage in, or if they will just tuck back and die to the spike. So they want to try to find some blood here, but it's only going to be theirs. Standing there close. As Martin, having gotten that Marshall, is going to go on this hunt and wants to get even closer to that ult. See if they can funnel it in. And Ivy on the drop down. Martin will be able to pursue and deepen up from behind. A 3K at the same time is going to go for a peek in towards B. 3 players on the opposite side of that as Ivy under some pressure, but Downbeat able to hold his own for one, but Martin quickly shuts him down. B site now going to be open, the plant going in, Martin getting the dimensional drift off the back of this. So even though it's into a 4v4, this is still very good odds for Mates as they look to convert the opponents, and immediately that ult gets invested.
Look at Starkso again.
Swing around the corner, Cliff however going to be overwhelmed. Ivy collecting that kill, tries to turn back to find the enemy Yoru, but Martin continues to excel. 6-1-1, 7-1-1. Can he get some more in the round? RP just stuck here within the smoke, is going to be good for the one. Retaps it, Martin, snaps on, looks for the ace, RP will deny, but cannot get the round win. They're taking it nice and easy. Swing out,
Whoa.
Nice shots from X-Ross. Just get put down low on HP, but he's able to find the kill, but Martin now able to go ahead and clean up the enemy Sova, and now they go pushing forward into the C side. Trying across, and Starzo shuts down Downbeat. Now Pipo forward here into the smoke. The walk in to his demise. Francis gone. Pipo just dashing around, plants his feet, 180s, and is just dancing on him.
RB. See if they can hold this.
Swing now. Down be able to find the first. Looks for a little bit more, but Martin again gets involved in Nongshim.
Here for Nongshim. Dambi does have his ult. You have Starkso's ult already.
Well, do they have more of it is going to be the question. Can you find that follow-up? Operator been shifted. Reposition now. It's the full 5 forces of Mates. Get ready to collide in against Ivy, but he's just going to go on a timing spray through that cyber cage, finding Mini. Dimensional drift again here from Martin, by the way. He's dancing around. I'm trying to guide this Hunter's Fury, and eventually it's going to be Glyph able to collect the kill there onto Ivy as the KJ gets taken down. So 4v4. Spike still being brought forward, not yet planted. Downbeat trying to hold them back, and Francis finding a shot. Starzo now eliminated.
That early pressure, they have a quick TP over as well after they bully Mates out of long A.
And mind you, that's a 3 ult investment from Gentle Mates.
True.
So ends up being a massive victory for Nongshim. Round count aside. Now their own decent little bit of ult economy going, and Cliff is going to be caught. X-Ross from all the way across the map, intercepting the enemy Astra.
Great setup.
Once again, though, Nongshim going to have to go for the retake play. Mini will reposition. Francis at the same time. The dimensional drift is in, spotting out the 2 players at garage, calling that for RB, but Downbeat's now going to be taken down. Pipo finding him at backside.
See if they can do some damage here.
Cage popped. Gets himself flush against the wall as they go fishing into the corner. Spots him out and has him lined up. Fantastic position for X-Ross, and he gets a third.
Down A.
Crosshair just flank. This round surely is going to be Nongshim's, and there you go. The final shot from behind. As soon as that KJ still does expire, here comes the entry. Got the leg shot down, he gets a spray down, finds himself a second. Ivy good for one, but Martin still alive, still in with a chance, our Mates. And RP closing the gap. Here's the TP. Knows he's made his exit, goes for the swing, challenges him, and manages to win it out.
Handle that pressure nicely. And even though it's fast, it's great on-the-fly thinking from Nongshim. Speaking of the devil.
Cutting through.
We'll find Domby. There's his third ult. Sending out another one. Sprinting his way across, spotting out the players here in mid. Gonna rewrap all the way across towards heaven. Meanwhile, Francis stunned up into the corner. Gets the shot onto Pipo, but now Martin arrives there in heaven. Keeps his fellow duels protected and opens up this A site even further.
Ooh!
Won't be able to find one. Gets a little bit of damage there onto Glyph. Follow-up shock dart finding a bit more as well. Martin gonna go for the later linger. Does have the TP to get himself into the corner. Will be spotted. And there's the exit. They know where he's jumped to. They look to try to get this defuse going. A 3v4 and Ivy taking point. Finds the first, swings in, takes out Martin, but not before he finds himself a third kill. Starts out pinned to the corner. Judge v Shorty. The jump across, people now going on the entry, immediately shut down, and Francis out like a thief in the night. Thrown up over the top. Martin looking for the readjust. It's going to be Starzo to collect the kill, but now the relay bolt goes in. The try to hold him back. Double swing in the corner, and RB comes away with two. Domby with one, and now it is just a Domby sprinting out.
So Nongshim has been able to rotate well, take space well. They've got a
Ross
great
is
read.
in such an invested position here, and he hits the transfer for all three. Unbelievable! Mini sits him down, trades one back, but good God! Finds another, clipped by the op shot, and Ivy's got the finisher, 7-5.
Yep, it's
That should have capped out. Mini, look at the tuck back. Francis just forward, is able to find one. Mini holding his own, looking for the second, gets a follow-up, but Domby just slides across. Keeps it in with a 3v3. Mate still working on getting everybody shifted over towards this side of the map. Starzo now arriving at C-Link. Double push, ready to come through that garage, but a double face from Ivy and Domby to try to slow them up. Starzo with a shock dart, able to find one, but they get one apiece. And now it's just Starzo, the veteran, the champions winner, to try to clutch it out, but damn it, the smooth criminal. See if they can make a go of this. Recon gonna be sent out. Martin able to find the first. Francis will fall. Ping reveal there on the Domby. Starts, end up flying in. Martin able to find another. Now Ivy gonna be taken down. The jump out. Pipo trying to finish the job there on RB. Takes him low, but cannot finish the kill. The Glyph with that recovered bandit.
30 seconds.
He's able to find the enemy omen, and suddenly its round starts getting away from Nongshim. This could be the massive jump start that mates need to get themselves back into the half. And Mini picks his timing gorgeously. 4 bullets remaining in this Vandal. The swing, only needed one, swaps over to the Ghost. Camla trying to spot, and Domby gets the red on that flank. Meanwhile, RB taking that closer position. His fast lane gets set up. He does have that judge in hand, but Glyph is able to find one. Francis going to be taken down, and RB just too whippy on that jump spot. They end up falling to the wayside as Ivy will get eliminated. Glyph, a massive. The clone forward, cleared out. Pipo keeping that one covered. Thrown out forward, looking for the pop flash out, and Martin collects 2!
Spike down mid.
Francis is supposed to be there to protect, but he just gets torn apart. Because now the spike is dropped right there in front of their welcome arms. Clean one shot there from RB, but cannot find the follow-up. Then he keeps him in such a winning position. Bandit being a bit whippy there. Pipo cannot find the kill. Ivy tries to drag it back, and now the overdrive going to be invested. An immediate slide away from Domby. Still getting pressured out though by Starzo. Pushes forward, shuts him down, barrel stuffing with the overdrive. And the spray. Couple shots flying through. Glyph wheeled away, down to 37 HP. There's a right click from Domby. Able to find one, looks for the follow-up, doesn't make it. Triple contest out into A long, where he's one charge away. But here comes the crunch. Domby's going to be able to find one. TP going to be committed to at the same time for a brief little moment. Before the cancel comes in from RB.
No second layer there for Nongshim that was able to back up. Not sure if they got stalled by some util.
Francis now gone. RB feeling overwhelmed. feeling outnumbered. Goes for the back pedal. X-Ross now going to be caught out as Martin gets that ultimate online. Don't think he'll need it in this one. The dimensional drift will be able to locate both these players, you would suspect. Tuck back through. There's the exit, but cannot get that shorty out fast enough. Glyph, quick on the trade, and RB completely surrounded. Timeout call works. The reload off as Paranoia goes out. Not connecting on Domini, however. The swing into the corner. RB looking to try to get some value with that frenzy, but will just fall to the wayside. France is going to be good for one, but they are just getting overwhelmed and stormed out of this side. Beepo, another 3K round for him. Mate. On the exit, only going to be seeing the clone. Push forward, Glyph looking to try to flush out X-Ross, but be able to find that kill. Players now from Mates getting into position here as fast as they possibly can, but Mini just slides across, finds a headshot. Dami out for even more blood. Martin now gone, Beepo dropping in, and that's the overdrive immediately chunked down to 7.
It's a little bit weaker here for Mates. Mini just on a Sheriff. Guardian works.
Wins it out.
Yeah. He's got backup as well for Martin. This could be a meat grinder for Nongshim.
Oh, this could be a very deadly indeed. It's the jiggle peek out. Beepo able to find the first down. We're going to be taken down. RB as well gone. Martin, that second layer in from behind.
Spike down A.
Picking them apart. Is in reply to a flawless. They're looking to find a flawless of their own. And he can just rotate in, grab himself a rifle.
30 seconds left.
A nice little cheeky upgrade for free. As Francis should be dead on the swing. Well, just managed to find the one. It's going to take a hell of a lot more than that. And Beepo again, another 3K. Tripwire's still going to be standing. Push forward comes in. Pop of the clone, and down. He's just going to go running out of the judge in hand, but he's very much overwhelmed. 3 players waiting from the opposite side of that smoke. X-Ross with the Hunter's Fury, able to find one. Beepo now going to be taken down. Francis getting himself flushed against the wall, staring in towards that A connector. It's just Starzo on that approach.
You should run.
Has a Hunter's Fury, but there's just no real way to try to invest it from here. Tries to play his way forward, gets tagged up, and now has to back off, avoid getting detained. Same for Glyph. And this buys an immense amount of time for Nongshim in the post plant. Glyph, however, able to find one. The enemy Yoru going to be taken down. Shock Dart not quite tagging up Ivy enough. A consideration on that ult, but cannot go for it. Ivy finds the final.
Ultimates in their back pockets. Zombie has the overdrive.
Have a bit of that wombo combo action that can come through with that dimensional drift, and Martin will go ahead and invest it, but might not need the follow-up. As yet more kills going to be found. RB trying to TP his way forward onto the site. Caught by Starzo. Ivy does manage to punch through as Martin arriving around the back, keeping X-Ross's attention tied. Doesn't fall for the clone. Spots that jiggle peek out. Ivy wants to try to commit in toward the plant, but here comes the arrival of the players, and he's only going to be able to find Beepo. X-Ross now needing to pull up another 1v3 and will not be able to have it. Are all in position. Just Starzo still a ways away, but has that Hunter's Fury to try to go ahead and peel off some of that pressure. Opens up with it. Finds RB. The spike now dropped onto the floor. Glyph able to find 2! As they just align, he gets the collat. Francis and Downby both going to be struck down. Ivy, however, on that flank, comes away with 2 kills. X-Ross able to find 1!
Similar ideas to what we saw on Haven at the beginning. They're already pulling quite a bit.
They're already getting some good damage in. Francis taken down low. Downby still going to be able to lead it forward. Some post-plant setup, but now starting to get broken down. That flank going to be noted as X-Ross finds the kill on a Starzo. Downby just dancing around in heaven. Able to find a kill before getting traded out, and just like that, Francis.
As well, there were no flashes left on the retake.
Full force coming through to try to catch Nongshim off guard. Flashes in, Francis with that judge going to be able to find 1. Now they know the buy is in play, but Ivy still so far forward, ends up getting caught by it. Big advantage now into the hands of Mates. They look to tie things up 1-1 immediately. TP in, RP, hounded down, and Martin is right back to it. Rip the attempt here. Francis again with a shotgun. He's going to be playing on the corner. Swing in, and Martin survives. Get that heal through for Nongshim. Downby trying to get himself forward into the site so he can actually utilize this shotgun. Relay bolt going to be coming in. Downby sliding forward, able to find 1, get some damage on that follow-up there as Beepo will get his legs cut up beneath him. Martin's still here! And Downby gets 2 with a Bucky! Unbelievably close!
Downby in Pacific.
Operator now playing a lot of space being taken around A, but this is all a bit of a ruse as Ivy, left to his own devices, out in the open, gets struck down. An empty site as Martin leads the charge with, that'll run it back. Push forward, looks for the kill on RB, but it's only gonna find a little bit of damage, but Glyph now finding Downby. RB getting burnt by the blaze wall.
Catch them.
Sees to go out, the molly over the top. RB scouted, X-Ross covering fire, able to find the one, but there is a hell of a lot more work to be done. Another smoke gonna be bloomed in, but RB ends up falling. X-Ross with a follow-up. Martin now dead. The spam coming in. There's the flank from Mini. Forward into the smoke.
Downby this time.
Has that plus the overdrive.
They're going to load up on B here again. Do they have an answer for this Phoenix?
Stacking into this one, and it's a great shot from Ivy to start things off. Martin going to be struck down. Now Starzo joins him. The spike now a bit stranded. Does it get blinded up, pushed away by the paranoia? The overdrive in play. Downby ready and willing to chase this corner, but people does manage to find him with the outlaw. RB swinging in, gets himself another headshot for the kills.
And up in on other parts of the map. Exos just waits out the Cosmic Divide.
They're tucked away though, hiding their positions.
Has all his util.
People's going to be able to swing that corner on a dime, catch him off guard. Ooh, there's the spot. Stunned up on the relay, cannot get that crosshair. Swung across fast enough. Beepo with a 3K. Mini watching forward for the moment. Doesn't send out the 0 point, turns away. And there's the timing. There's the catch. Glyph, however, still going to be out here at spawn, but Francis has the spot, has the kill. Downby trying to scale his way forward, but Martin's still here, still firing, but RB able to trade that one back. RB finds himself 3. And okay, the timeout call works. Just what the numbers were going to be like on the opposite side. At the same time, the pace is getting ready to continue as Beepo just diving his way forward into the site. Martin, however, going to fall on Ivy. Tucked away behind the box, finds Beepo. The Hunter's very committed to this by Starzo. It ends up coming up completely empty.
Beautiful positioning there by Francis as well. Just tucks himself in behind the box so he doesn't get spotted by Beepo on the entry. Change of ideas, change of locations. RB up to bat.
Slotting his way into the corner, checking that. Now, locking on to be able to find Mini, but Glyph will be able to trade it back. A 2v4 now. Spike widely, just going to be stuck at yard, and Francis wants to try to flush him out. Gets the spot here. Ivy able to find Starzo, and Francis just pops out of the dimensional drift.
And if there's players around that corner.
Francis just staying tucked here, ready to just invest that judge in alongside that vulnerable. There goes Martin, knows that he tagged up the enemy Neon as well. Looks for a little bit more. Glyph with a nice headshot. We'll be able to catch him on the jump, but Ivy still here, still standing, still breathing, still fighting. Swings in, now puts that spike down on the floor.
Spike down.
As the Nightfall does go across, gets the K into these players. And Ivy has the transfer, another 4K from him. Working their way forward. Paranoia does go through. But the curveball from Martin is perfectly placed. Peels back some of that pressure. At the same time, X-Ross going to be taken down. Spotted on the recon ping. Starzo finds the wall bang. Francis quickly trying to scale in behind them. Angles being watched. Splits the difference between the two players and doesn't manage to find the kill. Starzo now cleans up the enemy Oru. Downby trying to push his way forward, but has to abandon this angle. Steps up the fast lane, immediately backpedals Ivy at the same time. Still here, but now dead. Mini, great awareness, flushes out the enemy Viper. 2v4. It's still a very favorable position to re-establish the lead.
Spike planted.
Joke's over.
The double join up, pop of the ultimate, and Martin finds value from it immediately. RB eliminated. Downby trying to play this one out patiently. Sell him on fake info, but Downby, oh, he gets whippy. This entire time, but it is the full forces of mates getting ready to come running at him. He's going to be spotted here into the back, tries to send out that snake bite, but already he's been flushed out, taken down. Francis storming forward. Quick scope, pop there on a Starzo, but now X-Ross gone, and Francis cannot find the follow-up flick. Downby strafing out to his demise, Martin.
Oh yeah, you're right. Ninja defense.
Nah, okay. Maybe try to take one down with him, but doesn't register just how. Tag down low, relay bolt gonna be sent out. Downby trying to find him. Pop flash, not gonna find the turn, but now blinded up by the paranoia. As things get chaotic, the RB eventually will be able to find him with that Spectre. All the while, A-site's been taken, plant about to come through. Two players nearby enough. Beepo scaling into the back. Francis able to find the track on it, but not before Ivy ends up falling. But Francis is able to go ahead and get himself a second, but runs low on bullets, and eventually Starzo collects the kill. Glyph hearing that movement. Scale forward, has Downby outdone now into a 2v2. The swing around the back, the flank, now known. X-Ross, however, good for the kill to go into the 1v1. Tucks behind the box, is dialed in on the angle.
Oh, the timing.
Oh! No, he doesn't! Snaps out of it fast enough, and RB. Nicely for a post plant to secure the round. Meanwhile, Nongshim wanted to go for this aggression. The jump peek out. Francis barely able to win out the fight. The Hunter Sphere now going to be there in reply, but all the players fairly elusive, so will not get tagged up. They get a kill, they get the ult, they get out scot-free.
Nice little jump peek to set up Francis on the wide swing. Looks like we're gonna make another go at B. Hold up close this time.
Curveball gonna go flying, turns over to the side, it's gonna be Ivy able to find more team at Francis. Good for one before getting taken down. The site broken open, and again, 2v3 here for Gentle Mates. And they work that magic once again. Divide going to be invested, cutting off that mid-connector position where two players are looking for the approach, but they're gonna go facing forward, and they both lose out! So around the corner, the pop flash, and here's how many guns are on the opposite side, so we'll just go ahead, back away for the time being. Molly gonna be lobbed in, but Martin still able to find one, and Francis burned to death.
It's a 2-2 crunch, so you gotta try to get ahead of the curve. You have to win this pretty well for Nongshim.
Yeah, they're looking for the swing in. Won't spot out onto the one player, but Ivy ends up getting taken down. RB dead, and it's just RedForce with 16 HP, dead to the shotgun. No, the headshot from Starzo. Heavy investment here.
Yeah, a couple Buckies and a Sheriff.
There's a bandit in hand as well, but Tombi right in on top of Martin, able to find that kill. Tucks back, dodges the relay pull, but Pipo here with his marshal to try to hold the line, finds the burst, immediately backpedals. Sends out a couple more shots, but Starzo's going to be taken down as Ivy finds a follow-up shot. Headshot swinging through, but it runs out of bullets, and Mini will be able to strike him down. 2v3. Just the marshal really grabbed up here. Mini's position now known. RB there around the corner. Mini had heard the teleport, but how are you really meant to try to flush him out? Inching forward, does manage to find it. Jump peek though from Francis, greets him with a Bucky. Buck shot to the face, and now it's just on Glyph. Been clutch for them before, but this time cannot make it happen.
Just with the Outlaw.
Do they push for it? He is very far forward. That curveball could get the catch, but he still gets that shot on a Pipo. That is unbelievable, and Ivy just massacres the remaining three away as they want to try to funnel this kill into Francis's hands. Problem is, you do have the gap closed, but there you go. We'll still be able to find it. It's going to be flawless in response here. Back inside of the site. The orb gets grabbed up, and this is really what they wanted to contend for. Dimensional grip at the ready as Ivy intercepts through the mid-connector. Mini and Martin both taken down.
And here's the rotations coming out of A2.
Sat back watching for it, down at the same time, just gliding forward. Francis giving his life over. Ivy still going to be good for the one, but cannot find people. But now they know that there's an operator in play. He has a Vandal. Oh, and he's got damage on him. And Dambi is around the corner, and Dambi collects the kill. Walk down into mid, Starzo slotted into that smoke. The flash going through, but Ivy again just comes in off that side. Than that, they are making plenty of noises. Okay, the mask does go on. Relay bolt to delay. Dambi, the slide forward. He's looking for the shot. Will only be able to find a Smattergun damage. RedForce is there for the punish. Player advantage now expounded upon as Glyph is the last one standing, and he is a world away from this A site.
I'm out of here.
Now you can get RedForce's ult off this plant and set yourself up for success. And again, on the attacker side, once Nongshim gets there, it's Ivy with 3.
Impossible.
Gotta go.
Dambi leading the charge, sliding in, and hits the shot on a Glyph!
No!
Oh, that is disgusting! The Hunter's Fury again goes wide, just cannot get a catch on these players.
That's illegal.
Too damn fast, too damn elusive. Pipo sliding forward is able to find Ivy though. The pit now immediately going to be dropped. Still a player disadvantage, but clean tap finds Dambi. But Martin snapped back. Once again into the connector, 2v3 to try to clutch it. Now the 1v3 Martin. The weight of the world to potentially this map, this entire series on his shoulders right now in this moment. Relatively healthy, the curveball forward, looks for the kill, but RedForce manages to hold his own. Just Pipo and Mini to try to hold this line, stem the tide here in some fashion. The slide forward, immediately shut down, blinded up, no clue what was hitting him from the flank. Fast pivots now called in from mates. Nongshim, we pump the brakes here for a brief little moment. Does allow for mates to try to get themselves into position. The curveball is going to be good, connecting in, but just cannot find the kills. Takes down below, but cannot finish the job. The jump forward, the shorty in hand. Francis finds Mini. However, Cliff suddenly they're forward into the site itself. Push forward into the poison orb, finds the timing. Gorgeous from Glyph. A 3K potentially the 4 as a shock dart takes RB so very low. They are making this impossible for him as the Guardian. Fast rotation's going to be coming through. Is Starzo is hitting the dink there on RB. Takes RB down to a sliver as well. And RB just swings right into the spray. Great no matter which way you cut it.
Well disguised.
Swing in. Slow swing, Francis. Easy pickings there for Beepo. Downbeat making plenty of noise, trying to go diving forward. Hits the transfer over to Mini. Hold on a second. Will not be able to avoid that concuss, just setting up a fast lane here. Plant not in play quite just yet. I suspect a ton of this pressure now on X-Ross's shoulders. Downbeat still has not committed to this one. Trying to get an angle, but it's going to be Starzo out from Yard, able to find that kill. X-Ross now striking. Finds the operator. Sends out a seize, needs to recover the spike, is able to do so, but it's only 18 seconds to try to play around with. He just has no idea where Glyph is at. Towards CT, now the swing, getting ready to come through at holes, and it's going to be Starzo with a 4K to tie it up. Now Mini, got an Odin in hand. People trying to challenge forward, Downbeat just going to go sliding at him with that judge. Martin will be able to catch him with a headshot, a nice one. Slow the roll here of Nongshim. Grab the orb though, X-Ross now with the Nightfall online. Martin has some backup. Mini there at Heaven has that Odin in play, and Martin a clean tap. Sits down RB, the spike now gonna be dropped. Plays well set up. There's the ping reveal. Martin finds himself a third. Could very well be on for an ace, but Francis will be able to deny it away. Oh! Francis with a third of his own. And now it is just the push forward into the scout. Should have seen Martin there. Will just be the quick exit. Martin trying to find a punish, but it's going to be RB covering. Snaps him back from the ultimate, and Glyph now gone. Molly in hand, the Prowler to check. Doesn't get the catch there onto Beepo. As Ivy just tries to hold forward. Solo with the shorty in hand. Swings in, shuts down one. Technically resible there for Mini. If they can find the space, but there you go. Starzo brings him back from the grave. The swing out, the judge massacres them all! He's got a judge, and he still has an overdrive behind this. The drone over the top. Ivy going to be spotted. Quickly has a backpedal, but will get caught. Critical mistake here from Nongshim's Viper. The flood retake is looking very possible. Do they just fight their way out? No, they will just go for a backside plant. Fast lane set up. X-Ross taking that contact. Cross towards Yard. His relay book gets dodged. A curveball in. Downbeat blinded up. Francis, however, able to find one, and Dummy! He just slides right in! Another 3 kills! Glyph will sit him down, but I don't think he can make this one happen. He cannot! He is overwhelmed! Dead!